Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JD Moon, and I'm coming at you guys with another Magicka DK build video for the Wolfhunter patch. I'm coming at you guys with the Cloak of the Swift build. This is a really fun build for me. I like it for 1vx. It's very strong in 1vx. As you guys saw earlier today when I was streaming and I was doing some 1vx, I was very successfully fighting, you know, 1v2s against people who are 900 CP plus, and I was also fighting 5v1s and winning them as well in the on the stream earlier today. So I did want to go ahead and release the build video. I did have a lot of people wanting me to work with the Vampire Cloak set. I did successfully make a build, as well as I'll give you guys an alternative to the Vampire Cloak if you're unable to trait change the necklace on the Vampire Cloak as of right now. I'll give you guys another set that you can work with as well. So let's go ahead and dive into gear, stats, as well as skills and CP. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what I've got going on here. Alright, so on this build we only have a one-piece Monster Realm set. It is going to be Dummy House, and we are running a Max Magicka enchant on there. We are running 4 pieces of the Armor of Swift. This is going to be a 5 light build. So that Armor of Swift, we're going to be running shoulders, belt, boots, and gloves. Now, 3 of these are going to be sturdy, 1 in-pin. The helm will be in-pin as well. I am running an in-pin chest as well as in-pin pants. That is a little bit more in-pin than what I normally run, but so it was really hard for me to find the sturdy pieces for this build as well. Now, on the jewelry, I do have a 1 necklace of Vampire Cloak. Currently, it is healthy. For min-max, you will be needing to trait change this over to Arcane. As well as we're running dual wield on the front bar. I do run an infused or Nirnhone main hand, as well as a charged weapon main hand. I am running a weapon glyph on the offhand, and I'm running a fire enchant on the main hand. I like the fire enchant on the main hand because this is going to allow us to proc that fire damage, as well as giving us additional damage, as well as additional sustain. And we are running charged, that way we can get a 100% or 110% higher chance of applying a status effect, which is also going to increase our sustain with the DK passives. We are running, and both of these are going to be Vampire Cloak weapons. And we are running sword and board back bar. Is going to be a decisive sword back bar with a reinforced shield. If you want to run a sturdy shield on the back bar, that's fine as well. I've just went with reinforced just because I like the additional armor. So the beauty of these 2 sets, so Swift is going to give us max health, 4% healing taken, as well as 5% reduced damage from players. For those of you who don't know what Vampire Cloak is, it's going to give us maximum health, spell damage, maximum health, and minor protection at all times, reducing damage by 8%. So this is a total damage reduction of 13%. It works really, really well. Now, so let's say if you guys are unable to get the trait change done on the necklace, it does work fine with the healthy necklace because we are running 2 pieces of willpower. Guys, this is crucial, making sure you run this 2 pieces of willpower, because it's going to give us that additional magicka that we're missing, so that way we can increase that max stack up to the 38,000 range where we want to be sitting. Heartland is the other set that you can use in the event of not having Vampire Cloak. This is also a very cheap set as well, and it's going to give us the essentially the same 4-piece as the Armor of the Swift. Now, if you run the 4-piece Heartland, that's going to allow you to run a 3-piece of willpower, so you can change that build up a little bit. I prefer the Vampire Cloak because it's going to give us the damage plus more resistance. If you want a little bit more damage, you want to reduce your resistance by 3%, go ahead and run with the Heartland. It works out really well. Let's go ahead and dive into stats real quick. So we are sitting at 36,000 max magicka. This will go up once that trait change on that necklace gets done. Our max health is 27k front bar, as well as 16k stamina. We do have 1200 magicka recovery, which is really, really good. Especially being in light armor. Our spell damage is going to be 1873 unbuffed with 32% spell critical. And we are running the Attro as our boon since we don't have a sustain set on. I really liked this change. It works out really well for me. So, and then as well, we are running Tri-Stat Food. I want to jump back over to the glyphs on the jewelry. I'm running 1 magicka recovery, 1 reduced cost, and 1 spell damage. This is perfect min-max for what we're trying to achieve with this build. I really, really like it. So I would suggest running it. And also for you, those of you who don't know what Dummy House does, it's going to give you 1 max stamina and max magicka for the 1-piece. Probably the best 1-piece in the game, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and dive into skills real quick. So for our skills, we are running Flame Lash, Burning Embers, Burning Talons, Fossilize, and Engulfing Flames on the front bar, as well as Ferocious Leap. On our back bar, we are running Coag, Reflective Plate, Volatile Armor, and Structured Entropy, as well as Cauterize. And I swap out between Standard of Might and Meteor, so it's completely up to you how you want to run that, but that's just how I prefer my back bar to look. Alright, now jumping into CP. let's go ahead and dive in and take a look here. We're running 48 points into Elfborn, 43 points into Elemental Expert. The 48 is going to give us that 18% in Elfborn, and then 43 is going to give us our 10% Elemental Expert with 1 Spell Erosion. I'm liking this better because I've been really liking the 56 points into Shattering Blows. It's been helping me out against Shield Stack, which, as you guys know, is a serious issue for Magicka. 56 points into Master at Arms for additional 20% direct damage. That's a must, as well as the 56 points into Thaumaturge for increased dot damage. Now, we are running 56 points into Ironclad, 19 points into Resistant. That's going to give us our 75 points and give us that Resilient passive along with Phase and Invigorating Bash. In the Lady, we're running 43 points into Hardy and Elemental Defender. That's going to give us a full 10% reduction on physical and magic damage, as well as a 20% reduction in Thick Skin, which is 56 points. We are doing our staple of 43 points into Quick Recovery for that full 10% of healing received, as well as we're running 56 points into Warlord. That's going to reduce our break free cost by 20%. 32 points into Mooncalf, 32 points into Healthy with 56 points into Arcanist. That's going to give us 12% Magicka recovery, 8% stamina recovery, and 32% increased health recovery. We do have 28 points into Tumbling for a full 12% in dodge roll cost reduction, as well as a 56 points into the Shadow Ward to reduce that block cost. So just to go ahead and do a quick recap, we are running Vampire Cloak. All of our enchants on the body are going to be max Magicka, as well as we're running 2 Rings of Willpower, 1 Vampire Cloak necklace, dual wield, and sword and board back bar. Now, once again, guys, if you're not able to get the Vampire Cloak and you want to min-max, then go ahead and use the Heartland. But you will also have to trait change that necklace as well. But Heartland is going to also allow you, if you wanted to run just the 4-piece, which you can just run 2 body with the 2 on the bar, then that's going to allow you to go ahead and run the 3-piece of Willpower and go ahead and get rid of that Dummy House. So that way you can get that extra damage. So it's completely up to you how you want to run that. Anyways, guys, so this is going to be the build video for our Vampire Cloak build. So I hope you guys really enjoy this build. I've had a lot of fun. It is a 1vx build. I don't really think it's going to perform that well in group play. I haven't ran it in group play, but for 1vx, it is fantastic. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys really enjoy. Don't forget to shoot up subscribe at the bottom of the page. Don't forget to go to droppingstandards.com for all information in open world, Cyrodiil, PvP, as well as BGs. There are more build videos coming to the website, as well as I'm working with a couple of the other theory crafters in the game, trying to get them on the website as well, so that way we can have a really good knowledge base for all of our PvPers out there and all of our new players coming in as well. Once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for supporting me and the content that I release, and I will see you guys out there on the battlefield. You guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.